Now looking for an ace, a 10, or an 8.
An 8 would work as well.
She got an ace, comes right off.
But wait a second, a club
He
here.
has clubs.
So in addition to a 3, Lucky Chewy can also catch a club and win this pot.
See James Dempsey from London out in front with 5.5 million in chips. Soi Nguyen in second place with over 5 million. And right now, Vanessa Selbst on the short stack with just 2 million.
James Dempsey in his first ever WPT event at the final table, leading right now. And he's at 10,000 blinds, 30 and 60,000.
There you see how aggressive a player James Dempsey is, raising under the gun with 10-9 offsuit.
Andrew Lucky Chewy going out. Vanessa now also not going to play. So the only one to beat is Soi Nguyen from Southern California. You know, he's only played 6 WPT events. He's cashed in 3 of them out of 6. Pretty amazing. But he's going to fold his hand, and just like that, James Dempsey taking this pot. And that's the Royal Flush Girls Social Bar. And this is a new addition on World Poker Tour Season 10, where anyone can sit with the beautiful Royal Flush Girls, talk to them about poker and other things. It's great. Hey, it's starting to look like the dating game over there, too.
Well, there you see the winner tonight going to take home over 820,000, plus get that seat in the WPT World Championship.
And there's tournament announcer Ali Najad calling the action tonight for the live audience. Soi Nguyen from Santa Ana, California, going to put in a raise with an ace deuce.
Dempsey going out. Lucky Chewy here, the youngest player at the table at 24. He's out as well.
Yeah, he is Tony Dunce's roommate here in Vegas.
Vanessa is going to defend out of the big blind here with the Queen 9.
Vanessa Selbst, she is tougher than a Denny's porterhouse. And there's the flop.
Well, Vanessa has the best hand right now with 2 queens, but all spades out there, and she doesn't have any. So she checks.
Yep, and Soi with the big flush draw with the continuation bet. It looks like 175,000.
And he's got the nut flush draw, so everybody's going to bet that. But Vanessa makes the call.
Yeah. Solid call. Building a pot. Here we go to the turn.
The jack of spade comes off, giving Soi the ace high flush. Vanessa checks.
Just a beautiful card there. He has the flush. And do you trap here or do you make a bet?
Well, he is going to check, Vince.
Going for the trap.
He's going to act like he doesn't have a spade when, in fact, he is the biggest spade.
A great trap because a 10 on the river makes Vanessa a straight.
Well, she checks the straight. And now Soi is going to bet 325,000. And Vanessa's in a tough spot here, Vince. Because Soi checked on the turn, he's probably not going to put him on a spade here. All of a sudden, he's going to bet on the river. Now, any ace would give him an ace high straight, which would beat her, of course, but still.
This is 325,000. She is on the short stack. This would really hurt if she could make this call.
She might think the guy's got something like 2 7s and just trying to steal the pot here.
Don't do it. She's done it.
She's paid him off. Soi going to win this hand with an ace high flush. So by checking on the turn, he picks up an extra 325K from Vanessa.
Vanessa is as bitter as a cup of coffee at 7-Eleven. Nicely done by Soi. Picking up that pot.
Tired of sitting down at a poker table filled with pros? Then come to WPT Global, the online home of the World Poker Tour. With a maximum of 2 pros at each table, everyone has a chance to win. We are leveling the playing field at WPT Global. Simply click the sign up link in the upper right hand corner. Sign up with bonus code YT36 and we'll match your first deposit, dollar for dollar.
These guys are playing the big style game.
Yeah, it's unlike your sport where coaches can't talk to the player. In poker, if you're not involved in a hand, you can do that. You should do it in tennis too, I might add.
All right, back to the felt. Lucky Chewy, that's Andrew, going to raise with just a 9-10. Vanessa out. And Soi Nguyen with a 5 and 10. Folding his hand, now it's on Dempsey, who has a 7-5 in the big blind. But look at this, he's going to re-raise. That's how aggressive he is.
Well, he is taking the lead here.
Makes it 350,000 to go.
That's a powerful play.
He was going to call it, though.
You're not raising to hit your flop. You're raising in hopes that your opponent doesn't hit his, which is what happens 70% of the time. And this is one of those times as it comes jack, jack, deuce. The continuation bet right here by James Dempsey is probably going to eliminate Lucky Chewy from this pot, and indeed it does.
Just brilliantly done by the Englishman. He's going to take down the pot with just 7 high.
And it just shows you don't need cards to win. You do need a strong right arm. James Dempsey from London out in front with over 6 million in chips. Vanessa on the short stack.
She's going to raise it to 120,000.
Short stack or not, she's going to stay aggressive.
Soi out, and now James Dempsey with the queen 9. No, not going to play. And just like that, everybody's going to fold. Vanessa's going to take this pot down. Nicely done.
Well, Vanessa, one of the most aggressive poker players in the world. And she is remarkable, has 4.4 million in winnings, and yet went back to Yale Law School and is about to graduate. Just a fascinating lady.
One smart lady, and I wouldn't bet against her in a staring contest either. Back to the felt we go. Action on Soi from Orange County, and he's got a miserable looking 5-3 of spades. Won't play that. James out as well.
Around the Lucky Chewy, who has the misfortune of having Vanessa sitting on his left. Lucky for him, she's on the short stack right now, but he raises up with 5 high.
And Vanessa with a Jack 7. Thinking about it, but nope, she will not play it.
Just doesn't have chips to get involved right now, so Lucky Chewy taking advantage of that.
Go Chewy!
And picking up yet another pot.
Leave Vanessa alone.
Yeah, you're not supposed to cheer for him when he wins pots off me. Yeah, but when he's winning pots off me every time, you know, it's like it's a little humiliating when your rail is cheering against you, that's all.
Hey, Vanessa, give her a little break there. It's tough if you have a lot of friends in the poker world.
Yeah, all 4 of these players you can see enjoying the moment here, but only one going to capture their first WPT title.
Okay, this time James Dempsey with a quick fold, and now back on Andrew. He loves to play hands, and this time with just a 10-7, going to raise to 120. Vanessa out.
Youngster staying aggressive, no doubt about it. Raising with junk hand after junk hand.
And Soi Nguyen also must fold, so Andrew pushing these people around.
Go Chewy! I'm a little scared.
Again, the aggressiveness by Lucky Chewy picks up the pot for him.
Now he's one of the WPT Season 9 wants to watch. That means he's a highly regarded young player that we expect big things from, and he's proving it here tonight. Now on this hand, he's got a pair of 5s. He's raised it. Vanessa out, Soi out, and Dempsey out.
So the hat trick for Lucky Chewy there, picking up 3 sets of blinds and antes in a row.
And right there is Randall Flowers, WPT champion. Also, the best impersonation of you, Mike Sexton, I've ever heard.
Oh boy. Well, Ben Affleck would take offense to that, Vince. He thinks he does the best impression.
Ben's is not even close as good as Randall Flowers. All right, to this hand we go. Vanessa has folded Soi now with a Jack 3. Raising the pot to 120,000. These guys are splashing around. James Dempsey with an A6.
Just great poker we're watching. Everybody raising with just really nothing hands. And it looks like James is going to 3-bet here with an A6 offsuit, and he is.
Very casually, too, I might add. Andrew out, and Soi now reconsidering his Jack 3. No.
Well, we are seeing some poker being played right now, folks. No doubt about it. Everybody raising with junk, just trying to gather chips. They are playing the game.
They are stealing here at Bellagio, no doubt.
Action going to be on Soi Nguyen here.
Okay, Soi peeks down at a nothing hand. Won't play that. James Dempsey from Brighton, England.
He just has a 10-6 here, but he is going to stay aggressive on the button. Continues to raise with these kind of hands. Here he makes it 125,000 to go.
Andrew out, and now Vanessa Selbst with not much of a hand. Also can't call, so James will take this.
Aggressiveness paying off for Dempsey here. He is carrying the flag of England well at this final table. There you see James Dempsey from London still out in front with 6.2 million.
That still looks like the dating game to me back there. That's the Royal Flush Girls Social Bar, a great addition here on the World Poker Tour.
Well, I want to book how many dates those guys get sitting at the bar with those girls.
You never know, Mike. Back the table, the Englishman, James Dempsey with a 9-6. But that's not going to deter him. He's going to raise with it, makes it 125. Andrew out.
Just gotta love the fact that all 4 players staying aggressive here.
Vanessa also folding, but Soi, look at this, he's got a real hand, ace-queen.
And he comes right back over the top for 350, so looks like the gig is up for Dempsey on this hand.
Soi Nguyen guy started playing in Orange County with Nam Lee and his buddies. They used to read poker books, dreaming of the day they'd be in a WPT final table, and it's really happening here for him.
Nam Lee's made several WPT final tables. He's a WPT champion, and Soi Nguyen looking to put a title and a trophy on his mantle as well.
Soi pushes Dempsey out. 4 players remain with extremely aggressive behavior.
Tired of sitting down at a poker table filled with pros? Then come the WPT Global, the online home of the World Poker Tour. With a maximum of 2 pros at each table, everyone has a chance to win. We are leveling the playing field at WPT Global. Simply click the sign up link in the upper right-hand corner. Sign up with bonus code YT36 and we'll match your first deposit, dollar for dollar.
Well, there you can see James Dempsey from London still out in front with 6.1 million. Vanessa Selbst still on the short stack.
Who will take this title down? It was won in season 1 by Gus Hansen, of course. Who's going to take home this title tonight? We will see. Lucky Chewy with a quick fold on this hand.
Vanessa out as well, so battle of the blinds here.
Soi Nguyen now going to look down at a 10-7 and just says, I'm giving this up to you, James.
Doesn't want to get involved against the chip leader with that hand, so he gives it up.
Close to $1 million, you can see. Going to the champ here tonight, 821,000 that would be.
I'd have got it all in against everyone apart from Andrew and Soi.
James Dempsey getting a walk. That's where everybody folds to the big blind.
As you can see in the background, the Royal Flush Girls social bar where people enjoy talking to the Royal Flush Girls, of course.
Action on Vanessa Selbst. And look at this, short stack or not at the table. She's going to raise it up with an ace-deuce offsuit.
120 to go, and Soi Nguyen looking down at an ace-7 of clubs.
Well, he knows Vanessa is capable of raising with any 2 cards. So what do you do here in this situation? You got way more chips than she does. Well, I'll tell you what you do. You just raise it right back up to 300,000.
Yep. James and Lucky Chewy out, and Vanessa also mucking her hand.
Soi Nguyen picking up that pot.
Vanessa, don't look like a Debbie Downer.
You can almost see the steam starting to rise off Vanessa Selbst's head. She is a player that wears her emotions on her sleeve. We saw that when she played at a WPT final table in the ladies event. Came down to heads up against her and Nancy Todd Tyner end. Vanessa obviously felt like she was the way better player. She didn't win, and you could see emotions coming out then. And right now, she looks a little frustrated to me.
That could be the only knock against Vanessa's game, is she just gets too emotional and it distracts from a good game. And right now, these 4 are going after this title. Action on Soi Nguyen, going to fold his hand, and now James Dempsey.
He's going to raise it up here as chip leader on the button with his hand, as most players would do.
Andrew with King 8 folding, and now Vanessa with just a Jack 6 of spades. Also folds her hand.
Had the midi.
And James is going to take down that pot.
Come on, Vanessa, do something. Needs to win.
Trying, but it's tough. They're so intimidating.
You're tough.
These guys are tough.
I don't think anyone's more intimidating at the poker table than Vanessa Selbst, especially if she's got chips. So if she gets some, these guys better duck.
All right, action going to Dempsey again. He's got a 7-3. And that just doesn't matter because he's raising it to 125 with that hand.
Andrew goes out.
Yep, Vanessa now. Oh, she's picked up a nice one. Ace queen. And she's going to ship it.
The kind of hand she's been waiting for to get her chips in the pot with.
There's Soi right behind her.
I'm very confident.
He's going to lay down his ace-9. James Dempsey now with not much of a hand is going to fold.
So Vanessa happy to take down a pot here finally at this final table.
Guys, Vanessa's very good friends, the Railbirds, sitting up on top. James Dempsey, and he's saying that he has a couple of nicknames. People have called him Flushy.
Go on the doctor.
And the Doctor. I don't get either
Usual
one,
chant,
actually, at this point, but what do you want to call him?
Bare chest.
Okay, that's just as bad as Flushy. All right, action back on Vanessa Selbst. And she quickly folds this hand, and now Soi Nguyen's going to raise with just a 9-7.
Now Dempsey going out.
Down to Lucky Chewy.
Look at this, Vince. He's not just calling with the 8-4. He is 3-betting it with the 8-4 diamonds here.
Makes it 400,000 to go. Soi, he's going to speculate. So we got 8-4 up against 9-7 for good money. And here's the flop.
Ace, king, 5, no help to either player. And here comes Lucky Chewy. And it just shows you, folks, how powerful aggression is when you're playing no limit hold'em poker.
525,000 into Soi. Now Soi's saying to himself, I don't have any of that. But does he? I feel like I'm getting my pocket picked here. But what can I do about it?
The only way he's going to win this pot is to raise it, but not going to do it. So the power of the 3-bet in perfect form for Lucky Chewy here at this final table thus far.
That is right, Lucky Chewy. This is Tony Guns' roommate. Looking pretty good here tonight.
Tired of sitting down at a poker table filled with pros? Then come the WPT Global, the online home of the World Poker Tour. With a maximum of 2 pros at each table, everyone has a chance to win. We are leveling the playing field at WPT Global. Simply click the sign up link in the upper right hand corner. Sign up with bonus code YT36 and we'll match your first deposit, dollar for dollar.
Through the felt we go. Soi with a quick fold. Now James Dempsey with Motown hand, Jackson 5.
It's good enough for him to raise with.
And he has raised to 125. Now Andrew right behind him with a pair of 3s. He's going to re-raise. 425 to go.
You can see Lucky Chewy is not a caller. He is a 3-better when he comes in the pot.
To Vanessa. She's picked up an ace-10.
I'm all in.
What a play by Vanessa here. This pot has been raised and re-raised, yet she's still got the moxie to move all in here.
Dempsey out.
Pretty sure we're going to gamble.
Andrew now saying, well, how much more?
Chewy was a bluffing.
It cost him about another 700,000, so he's getting about 2.5 to 1 odds on his money.
135.
Well, he knows the worst he could be is 4.5 to 1 underdog if her opponent's got an overpair, but
I will call.
Oh, yeah, he is going to make the call.
well, he is just hoping she's got ace-king where he's in a race situation. She doesn't have ace-king, she does have ace-10, and probably trying to figure out, wow,
There's a pair.
couldn't you lay that hand down, just let me have it? Oh, well, let's race for the dough now.
GL.
Look.
I folded 2 10s.
So Vanessa Selbst, tournament life on the line here. Must win this race to stay alive.
This is poker. Here's the flop.
So Vanessa's tournament life is at stake here.
Well, it's come 6, 6, 8. Now that means if an 8 comes up, Vanessa would take the lead with 8s and 6s and an ace kicker. So Vanessa right now looking for an ace, a 10, or an 8.
An 8 would work as well.
And an ace comes right off.
But wait a second, a club
He
here.
has clubs.
So in addition to a 3, Lucky Chewy can also catch a club and win this pot.
Yo, can I borrow some of that flush power?
So any 3 and any club is what Andrew is looking for right now to eliminate Vanessa from this tournament.
Down to the river. Here it is.
It's a 10 of hearts. So there you go, the first big break for Vanessa Selbst at this final table. She pumps the fist, gives a nod to her friends, and says, we're on our way.
Really?
She's more than double up by winning that pot. She has just that quickly become a real force at this final table.
That's right. The miss of the table stays alive. Stay tuned. We're coming back with more action on the WPT. James Dempsey from Brighton, England, 29 years old. First time ever at a WPT tournament. Shining right now. Yeah, he's going to raise with an ace-6. Andrew out. Like Vanessa also folding.
Well, Soi's going to make the call here with a 10-5 of spade. And the problem is if he fans on this flop, he's basically just going to give up the pot.
Here we go with the flop. King deuce deuce helps neither player. Actions on Soi.
More like 2.3.
And he's going to check.
And now Dempsey, will he make the continuation bet with just ace high? Yes, he does.
The texture of this flop, Vince, is one that it's a great time to check raise if you're Soi in this spot, because if your opponent doesn't have a king in his hand, he just can't continue to call you. Even if he's got 2 9s or 2 8s, he's probably got to throw the hand away. So a missed opportunity by Soi there.
And there's Danielle and Ivy. Brittany, of course, talking to strangers at the Royal Flush Girls Social Bar.
Oh, boy.
It is fun.
It's like CupidMatch.com out here now.
All right. Lines are going up to 40 and 80,000. Quick fold by Lucky Chewy. And now Vanessa Selbst, tough 27-year-old out of Vegas, is going to raise with a king 10 of clubs. Soi going to take a breather, and James looking tired folds.
Most everybody would raise on the button with that hand. She's doing it, and she picks up the pot because of it. She's 27. She's made $4.4 million in live tournaments around the world. Just incredible. And yet she's opted to go back to Yale Law School to get her law degree. You have to respect somebody like that.
All right, this time, Vanessa first to play. She has an 8-5 of clubs. Quickly rejects her hand, and now Soi Nguyen with a real hand. Pair of 9s.
Big hand on the button for Soi here.
He's getting out the raising chips, of course. Blinds are 40 and 80,000. He makes it 160.
Look at this. James with just an ace-3 offsuit is going to 3-bet it up to 450,000.
He certainly is. Now Lucky Chewy looks at a pair of 8s here. That's also a good hand, but now it's been raised and re-raised. Now what do you do?
Well, tough to play these mid pairs when it's been raised and re-raised in front of you. But he knows how aggressive James plays.
On.
Whoa.
He makes an all-in bet. And with that all-in bet, he has put tremendous pressure on Soi Nguyen right here with 2 9s.
You were talking about a huge pot in the making, and this is not an easy call, not auto call at all.
Are you kidding me? I think it's such a tough call. It's unbelievable because you've still got the chip leader sitting behind you who also raised this pot.
Of course, we know how aggressive these guys have been tonight, raising with just junk hands.
I call.
And he's going to make the call of the night.
I'm all out.
Dempsey goes out, and what a call it is. It's 2 9s versus 2 8s.
And Soi is feeling good. Soi's feeling saucy as he gets it from the table.
Never banked on TV before.
Soi Nguyen, win, lose, or draw here. He was in a tough spot with that middle pair. Made the call with the 2 9s, has his opponent dominated. Not only dominated, Vince, has the same suits. Meaning his opponent can't make a flush to win the pot.
I don't like the suit domination business.
If it helps, I fold a diamond and a heart.
Oh, nice.
If you hit, you've got like, you know.
0.02%.
It makes a little difference, right?
Soi Nguyen with a big chance right now to become a massive chip leader.
Hey, you should read Russell's autobiographies.
Oh, it's gonna be hilarious.
Talks about like his rise through like life, basically, and in the first book, and the second book is like his rise through fame. It's just, like totally different.
I like how you're talking about Russell Brand's book.
I mean, what can I do?
I like that.
Might as well lighten the mood.
How can one stay so calm and talk about books at a time like this?
Lucky Chewy going to have to get very lucky here, Vince, to stay alive.
Looks very relaxed, like he's going to suck out here. Here we go with the first 3, and the flop comes queen, 6-4. No luck for Lucky Chewy.
Now, Lucky Chewy could hit a 5 and a 7 and make a straight, but they're going to have dramatic help to win this pot.
I like that 7.
All right, turn card coming up. It's a queen of spades.
Lucky Chewy must catch a black 8, otherwise he's going to be out in 4th place.
The soy sauce is ready to be put on the Lucky Chewy. He can push him right out of here.
Got one out. Vanessa fold the 8 of clubs.
Can Lucky Chewy do it?
Nope, it's a jack. So that's going to do it. Andrew Lichtenberger going to be out in 4th place. Hugs all around. Can't blame him for getting all in with the pair of 8s. His opponent made a tough call with the 2 9s, I can tell you that.
Very solid. Andrew, Lucky Chewy out. Going to take home $213,000. He's still smiling, and he's going over to talk to Matt Savage.
You know, for 8th place last year, 4th place this year, what's on the plan for the next WPT?
Sounds like 2nd, right? The progresses and such.
Well, you come from the online world. You've made it a smooth transition to the live world. How do you think the differences have played out for you in this?
It's definitely a learning experience, always, you know. There's so many things different about it, like, you know, sitting across from someone, just being able to look them in the eye. It's just a whole different game, really. And, yeah, I feel like I've adapted pretty well to it, so.
Well, I'm sure we'll see it in another World Poker Tour final table.
Absolutely. Thanks.